Rivers State Governor Wike has finally expressed his mind on Twitter ban. Wike, Rivers State Governor, has expressed his mind on Twitter ban. He said it is unconscious for all Progressive Congress (APC) to regulate and ban social media after using it to deceive Nigerians to attain power. Rivers State Governor, who made this assertion during the inauguration of 9 reconstructed streets in the old government residential area of Port Harcourt on Thursday night, June 17. Governor said, "You have misled the country. You told us lies through social media. The same social media that you use to take over the government, the same social media you want to regulate and ban." He said that due to non-performance, the governing APC is afraid of compliance or complaint, and they are afraid of people complaining through the social media, Twitter, and knowing fully well that they have not done so well. That is why they want to ban Twitter from Nigeria. Governor Wike said the APC-led government has failed in her promises and wants to use its controversy with Twitter as a trap to prevent criticism of the administration's appalling handling of the affairs of the nation by banning the social media. Consequently, Governor Wike's word encapsulates criticism of the APC administration's appallingly handling the use of social media in the country. Well, Governor Wike has said it all. Has said well, because this Governor Wike, I don't even like him normally or naturally, because he talks too much and he does not talk with reasoning most times. That's my opinion though, but it's of the good opinion that the APC-led administration has lied and deceived Nigerians through social media, and now they want to ban it. Governor Wike is agitating and saying the social media, Twitter, has been used by this same federal government to win election, to brought them to power. Now just because people are complaining, and if you protest they will arrest you. Now the only means for them to protest or to hear their opinion and to backlash the government is just to go to social media and lay complaint. But they are afraid of laying complaint so that the world would not know what they have eaten or what they are cooking, and they have not done well as a government. So many reactions have been trailing. Says, what lessons are you talking about? It is how to steal, or how did the APC got into power? Is it because of Twitter? Well, from my own point of view, I believe the government of APC is clueless, because they wouldn't want to ban Twitter if they have really done well. And if people are singing praises of the administration, they would not have banned Twitter. Well, APC lied also, deceived Nigerians through social media, now wants to ban Twitter. That is what Governor Wike is saying. Is the Rivers State Governor. He has lashed out at President Muhammadu Buhari and the All Progressive Congress (APC) for scheming to gag Nigerians after deploying social media to lie and gain power. Mr. Buhari regime announced a ban on Twitter on June 4th, blocking citizens' access to the microblogging site, following the deletion of Mr. Buhari's tweet in which he threatened a repeat of civil war genocide in southeast Nigeria. Well, in a statement by his spokesperson Kelvin Ebiri on Friday, Mr. Wike said it is an irony that the APC is scheming to ban social media after lying to wrest power from the PDP and former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015. You have misled the country. You told us lies through social media, the same social media that you use to take over government and take over power, the same social media you want to regulate and ban, Mr. Wike said. He further said, scheming by the APC and Mr. Buhari regime to ban Twitter is an attempt to gag Nigerians and an attack on Nigerians' freedom of speech. The same social media you use to tell Nigerian lies of how former President Goodluck Jonathan did not do this, or how PDP did not do that, or how PDP did not do well, Mr. Wike said. Mr. Wike really have a point. The governor of Rivers State has a big point, because when they as the APC or the opposition party then were backlashing the administration of Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan did not even deem it fit or to ban Twitter or to accuse them, or should there be a reprisal of post or attack on that media. But when they got power, after getting power, they now realize that people are complaining. Like what I said earlier, if they had done so well, if the administration has really done so well, they wouldn't have banned Twitter. Or if people are singing their praises, why would they ban Twitter? For what reason? And now Governor Wike of Rivers State is of the opinion that the government and administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has used Twitter to lie against former President Goodluck Jonathan, and they have accused PDP to have embezzled, and they have accused PDP of corruption through that same Twitter, which is the means they use to backlash the former administration. Now you want the same social media to be regulated. You don't want freedom of speech. Now you want to gag them. Did anybody gag you when you were using them? No. Both local and internationally, Twitter ban by Mr. Buhari regime is condemned as the latest of attack on press and freedom of speech of Nigeria. Well, the United States of America, the UK, and other international rights groups have condemned Twitter ban in Nigeria, saying it is an effort and affront of freedom of expression and commercial endeavor, urging that it should be reversed. Yes, because Lai Mohammed, as the information minister, is forward enough to have announced the ban of Twitter, and many Nigerians have been angry towards his announcement and towards that information, because they didn't think it well. Why would they ban Twitter? Why will Nigerians ban Twitter? It's more or less like Governor Wike's account is being suspended, or he posts anything and they deleted the post, and he now says they should ban Twitter just because of his own negligence, just because of his own genocidal tweet. So that means if somebody offends Twitter in a country, so the country will suffer for it. That is what Governor Wike is after. If you are being crucified for one thing, that doesn't mean everybody should suffer for it. That is what everybody is saying. Even the US, United Nations, the UK, and people in diaspora, they are against the opinion or against that ban of Twitter. So they are telling him to reverse the Twitter. And Lai Mohammed said until Jack Dorsey comes to beg them before they can even open back the Twitter. And meanwhile, the Twitter should now come back to start paying tax, and Twitter should now come back, should be regulated. Now the question is, when the Fulani Janjaweed, Fulani herdsmen, take their cow from one place to another, do they pay tax? They don't. They don't pay tax. And you are now telling a giant communication sector like Twitter, that is all over the world, to come and pay tax in what way? Because it's a social media. Well, if you ask them to pay tax, definitely they will pay tax. Even in the US, they have not yet paid tax. It is this zoo called Nigeria that will come and pay tax. Well, it's your opinion as a government, really, but for you to ban Twitter is of no good representation of a country. And meanwhile, many of the senators are still using Twitter, either through the virtual private network, which is the VPN, and this has been like a blasphemy for the government, just to use your audio reports to say you have banned Twitter, and meanwhile people are still using Twitter. That's a mockery on the government. Well, I would like you to share your opinion. This is where I'm going to stop. Thanks for listening, and God bless.